Okay, so while that was rendering, I made a couple of quick changes. First of all, I switched it to a 4-bar intro because it's such a slow tempo. It only needs bars for an intro. So I kind of slid all of this over, the verses, the chorus, and all of that. Might have done it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're good. We're good. Making sure I counted right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this chorus is a little... Looks like this chorus came in a little early. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So let me fix that real quick. We're going to delete. Chorus should be there. My bad. And I started taking a few things out as well. Breakdown needs to go over here. Oh, oops. No, we don't want to add a marker. We want to delete that one. So the breakdown actually is going to be here. Add marker. Got to make sure you count right. Okay. And then the chorus is going to come back in right here. So chorus 1, 2, breakdown 1, 2. Chorus again right there. Okay, awesome. All right, so let me fix that real quick, and then I'll show you what else we've done. So I'm just going to pull this out. 4 bars, or yeah, 4 bars. That's correct. Let me switch this to bar, and then we're going to add this on for the second half of this chorus. Okay, and we'll just pull it over here. There we go, perfect. Let me make sure that lined up real quick. I'm just going to zoom in. Yeah, it's kind of not starting right on the beat, so I'm going to move this to beat. There we go, perfect. Okay, all right. So let's move out. We've got it all formatted, and I'll show you what I did during the break there while that video was rendering, that last video. So we have our intro. And then for the verse, I pulled out everything except for the bass and the guitar. So leave plenty of room for the vocal, and then I brought the drums in here. So we're going to have just the drums, the guitar, and the bass for the verses. And then here's the chorus. And then for the beginning of the second verse, I brought back this cymatics origins effect to kind of have some contrast. So it's still just bass and guitar, but with that effect on. Brought in the hi-hat a little early. Alright, and then we're going in back into the chorus. Same thing, right? Chorus. And then for the breakdown section, we're going to pull out the guitar, because the guitar's been playing this entire time. It can get a little repetitive. And then for the chorus, bring back the full chorus. And then we're going to use the same thing for the outro that we used for the intro. There we go. That'll be the end of the song. All right, cool. So you can see I've just removed some elements, and then when the chorus comes in, I make it, play all of the instruments at the same time. So what we want to do now is we want to start having transitions. Let's see if any of these packs, I'm going to start with the Black Friday pack, see if they have any drum fills. So we're definitely going to need a drum fill. Got MIDI drums, got guitar loops. Let's see artist essentials. Let's see drum fills. Okay. We don't have much to choose from, but maybe that'll work. Let me see. Let's try We don't actually need we need a softer transition there, so we don't need that. Let's put in a soft transition from intro into first verse. And I think what we need is a reverse cymbal and a crash. So let's see if we have any one-shots with cymbals in our packs. Do we have any drum sounds? One-shots, bass, lead, Atmos. Those are all instruments. See if we have any drum kits or drum one-shots. That's what we're looking for. Drum fills, drum loops, not there. One-shot essentials, no drums. 808 samples won't have drums. Black Friday, let's go back to this. Drum loops. Beatmaker drums, famous Beatmaker drums. 21 Savage bank account. Let's see what this is. Alright, we're looking for a cymbal. No cymbal there. Ooh. Oh, I love that kick. But it doesn't fit this song. Alright, so I am not finding any cymbals. So I'm going to have to use... You know what? And I think I'll include a link to this in the guide as well. I'm going to have to use one of the Cymatics drum kits that they offer for free. So I'm going to go to my packs. I'm going to go to drums. I was trying to do the whole thing just using the Unison kits, but we need a reverse cymbal here, and they just don't have one. So I'm going to go to the Cymatics Lo-Fi Starter Pack, see if they have one. One-shots, drum loops. They don't in the Lo-Fi. Let's see what else we got. Apex, Cavernous. I think I paid for that one. I'm trying to figure out which ones are free. Trap Starter Pack, I believe that's free. Cymbals, okay, now we're cooking. We need a nice long... This one will work, this one will work. So what you want to do is we're just pulling this right into the playlist. And I'm going to clone this. So I'm going to right click over here and I'm going to clone as well. So one of them's going to be reversed and one of them's going to be playing forward, playing normally. So let me just pull this right up next to it. Well, let me double click this. So these are two separate samples. There's this one and this one, which is right here. So this is the one we're going to reverse. So in order to reverse a sample, you double click it and you click the reverse button. Pretty simple. And I'm just going to align it up to whatever track it's on. Looks like track 10. There we go. And we're going to pull it right next to this one. So in order to pull it right next to that one, I'm going to go to the magnet and I'm going to choose none, which will let you slide it freely. There we go. And in order for this to work correctly, well, let me see. Let me see what that sounds like first. Let's hear what it sounds like. See if that makes a good transition. Yeah, it just needs to, there's that little gap in the middle. It's pretty obvious. So we're just going to shore up that gap. There we go. Okay. So the waveform's more aligned. Let's listen to that. Cool. It's way too loud, but sounds pretty good. Oh, the second one's not. There we go, one more time. Cool. That's our first transition. All right. Now we're gonna need a drum fill. Okay, we're gonna need a drum fill. Maybe this trap starter pack has drum fills. It has loops. All of them are, I guess, because trap music's around that 130 to 160 range. None of these sound like a fill. Okay. Maybe we'll just build our own using some of these sounds. So there might be some toms or some effects or something like it. Rim shots. Let's try building it with rim shots. All right, cool. So right here, before we go from the verse to the chorus, I want like a little. I wish I had. Do they have toms? This doesn't have toms. But FL Studio Stock Sounds has toms. So if you just go to the packs, so this is what it will look like in your FL Studio. Some stock sounds that come with the producer editions. There should be, under drums, toms. These tom sounds. So we're just going to use an overhead tom to create a drum fill. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the magnet, and right before the verse goes into the chorus, I want to remove everything except for this tom fill. So I'm going to go to beat, and I'm going to remove 2 beats. 1, 2, 1, 2 from all of it. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wait, do I need to chop this? I might need to chop this. No, here we go. 1, 2. Okay. Alright, that's a bit, that cuts that off a little too much. Yeah, there we go. So we want this to not cut off so abruptly or have that sound. So I'm going to go to none and just kind of slide that. You can see where it's peaking right there. I'm going to slide that over, and then I'm going to grab this corner and do a little bit of a fade on it. And we're going to put in tom fill. So let's go ahead and hit plus for a new pattern. We're going to call this tom fill. We're going to put it right here. Hold on. First we got to go to the magnet, switch that back to beat or pattern. Okay, we have our tom fill. We're going to put this on 11. We're going to open up the channel rack, pull this over, put it on 11. And we just want it to go do-do-do-do. Just a simple 4. We're going to switch this to quarter beat, because that's how. Alright, here we go. We just want to straight rhythms. Not sure what's going on here. Why is it triplets? I must have it on. Oh, I have it on third beat. That's why. You want it on quarter beat. I'm like, why is it playing triplets? That makes sense now. Okay. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay. You can that sounds really choppy right now. We want to lead it in with like a. Sounds fake. We're going to to put some on the same notes to sound like 3 separate drums. It sounds fake because the pitch keeps going down, and if you're playing live drums, you only have like 2 or 3 toms, right? So we're going to pretend you have 3 and they're all the same pitch to make it sound more natural. That's not too bad. Let's add a ride cymbal over that just to make it sound more like a real drums. So in your pack with FL Studio, I've got these sounds. We're going to add that ride. There we go. And we're just going to go and we're not going to shorten it up. We're going to let it ring out so it sounds more natural. Meaning, you know, normally we would, when we bring a sample in, what we've been doing so far is we would go to the envelope and do all that and just, you know, bring up the hold, cut down everything else. For this, I'm actually going to let it ring out. So we're just going to go ride, 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 ride. Cool. And then for the toms, we're also going to bring the velocity up all the way so they'll cut through the mix. There we go. All right, cool. And then we'll adjust the levels here in the mixer. All right. So that's good. We've done 2 transitions. So in the next module, we're going to do some more transitions just to kind of show you how that goes and how you can copy and paste that drum fill in a couple of other parts where it makes sense. And then we'll do a quick mix, and then we'll be good to go.